Be me. 30 years old, senior software engineer at a decent tech company. Been working here for 6 years, good pay, free snacks, the whole Silicon Valley wannabe package. Office is on the 5th floor of some generic corporate building downtown. Team consists of about 12 people, mostly guys, but there's this one coworker named Jessica. Jessica's 28, works in project management, blonde hair, always dressed professionally. She's objectively attractive, like an 8 out of 10, but I've never really thought about her that way. We work on projects together sometimes. She's competent at her job. That's about it. Lately, though, she's been acting different around me. She always volunteers to be on my project teams. "Oh, I'd love to work with you on the database migration," she says with this weird enthusiasm. Brings me coffee sometimes without asking. Always remembers how I take it. 2 sugars, splash of cream, right? Yeah, that's right, but also, how do you remember that? My buddy Marcus from the DevOps team keeps nudging me about it. "Dude, Jessica is totally into you." I dismiss it because I'm oblivious as hell, apparently. "She's just being nice. We're coworkers." Marcus rolls his eyes so hard I'm worried they'll get stuck. "Bro, she literally reorganized the seating chart last month so her desk is closer to yours." "Did she, though?" I genuinely hadn't noticed. One day, Jessica asks if I want to grab lunch. Just the 2 of us. "There's this new sushi place that opened up. We should try it." I agree because free lunch break company sounds fine. At the restaurant, she's acting super giggly, touching my arm when she laughs at my jokes. I'm making jokes about JavaScript frameworks. They're not even that funny. "You're so smart. I love how passionate you are about coding." "Thanks, I guess." She starts asking about my personal life, if I'm seeing anyone, what I do on weekends. I tell her I mostly game, watch anime, mess around with side projects. "I've never really watched anime. Maybe you could recommend some and we could watch together?" This is starting to feel like something, but I'm still in denial. "Sure, Cowboy Bebop is a good starter. Very accessible." Lunch ends, we go back to office. I think nothing of it. A few days later, there's a company email about facility updates. Apparently, building management hired a new cleaning company. "Please welcome our new janitorial staff who will be maintaining our floors." Nobody really cares. It's one of those emails you delete immediately. That evening, I'm staying late to finish debugging some nightmare code. It's around 8 p.m. Office is mostly empty, except for 1 or 2 other night owls. I hear a vacuum cleaner start up in the hallway. Don't think much of it. Just keep working. About 30 minutes later, I need to use the bathroom. Walk out into the hallway and see her for the first time. There's this girl emptying trash bins with these enormous headphones on. She's short, maybe 5'2", with dark brown hair and a ponytail. Wearing the cleaning company uniform, which is basically blue scrubs. She's humming along to whatever she's listening to, completely in her own world. As I walk past, she suddenly notices me and jumps like I'm a ghost. Pulls off her headphones quickly. "Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. I'm not used to people being here this late." She talks really fast, doesn't make eye contact, fidgets with her headphone cord. "No worries, I'm just working late, don't mind me." "Okay, I'll try to be quiet. I'm Ruby, by the way. I just started this week." She sticks out her hand for a handshake, but doesn't look at me, looking somewhere past my shoulder. I shake her hand anyway. "I'm Anon. I work in software development here." "That's so cool. I don't know anything about computers except how to use YouTube and Reddit." She laughs at her own statement. It's kind of endearing. "What are you listening to?" I ask, pointing at her headphones. Her face lights up. "Oh, it's the soundtrack from Studio Ghibli films. Right now it's the Spirited Away theme. Do you know it?" "Hell yeah, I know it. Spirited Away is amazing. Miyazaki is a genius." Her eyes go wide. She finally makes brief eye contact. "You know Miyazaki. Nobody I work with knows who that is. They all think I'm weird for liking cartoons." "Anime isn't cartoons. It's a legitimate art form," I say, probably too defensively. "Exactly. That's what I always say." We end up talking for like 20 minutes about Studio Ghibli films. She tells me her favorite is Howl's Moving Castle because she loves the relationship between Sophie and Howl. I like how Sophie doesn't have to change who she is for him to love her, you know? I'm nodding along. This girl gets it. She suddenly realizes she's been talking for a while. "Oh crap, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be working. My supervisor will be mad if I don't finish this floor." "Don't worry about it, I won't tell anyone." She smiles, puts her headphones back on, goes back to cleaning. I go to the bathroom, come back, keep working. But now I'm distracted thinking about that conversation. There was something genuine about her. No filter, just pure enthusiasm. Next few days I find myself staying late more often. Tell myself it's because I have a lot of work, which is true, but also maybe hoping to run into Ruby again. Thursday evening around 7:30, I see her cleaning the conference room. She's wiping down the whiteboard, humming again. I knock on the door frame so I don't scare her. She turns around, sees me, waves enthusiastically, pulls off one headphone. Hi, Anon. Hey, Ruby, how's it going? Good. This floor isn't too messy today. Yesterday, someone spilled an entire coffee pot in the break room, and it was so gross. She makes an exaggerated, disgusted face. That sounds terrible. It was, but it's okay because I got to use the heavy-duty carpet cleaner, and that machine is really satisfying to use. She's excited about a carpet cleaner. It's adorable. What are you listening to today? Oh, it's video game soundtracks. Right now it's from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The Kokiri Forest theme? Her jaw drops. How did you know? Lucky guess, it's one of the most iconic tracks from that game. Do you play video games? Yeah, mostly PC games, some console stuff. I grew up on Nintendo. She starts bouncing slightly, clearly excited. Me too. I love Nintendo. I still have my Nintendo 64. Do you know how hard it is to find working N64 cartridges now? We spent another 30 minutes talking about retro games. She tells me she collects old game cartridges, has about 47 N64 games. My favorite is Majora's Mask because it's dark and weird, and everyone thinks I'm strange for liking it more than Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask is objectively the better game. Ocarina of Time just gets more hype. Thank you. Finally, someone understands. She's gesturing wildly while talking, almost knocks over her cleaning cart, catches it at the last second, laughs. I'm so clumsy. I knocked over 3 trash cans yesterday. Sounds like you're having an adventure. Every day is an adventure when you have the coordination of a baby giraffe. I actually laugh out loud at that. She seems proud of making me laugh. I notice she still doesn't make direct eye contact, usually looks at my forehead or past me, but it doesn't feel rude, just different. We say goodbye. She goes back to work. I go back to my desk. I'm smiling like an idiot at my computer screen. Marcus walks by, sees my face. What's got you grinning like that? Nothing, just fixed a bug. That's your I fixed a bug face? Bro, you look like you just won the lottery. I tell him to shut up and focus on his own work. Friday comes, Jessica stops by my desk in the morning. Hey, some of us are going to happy hour after work. You should come. I usually avoid office happy hours because forced socializing drains my soul. I don't know, I've got some stuff to finish up. Come on, just for one drink, it'll be fun. She's doing this thing where she tilts her head and smiles. Marcus says this is flirting, but I still don't see it. Maybe, I'll let you know. Great, I'll text you the details. She walks away. I realize I never gave her my personal number. Check my phone, there's a text from an unknown number. Hi, it's Jessica from work. Happy hour is at McGillicuddy's at 6. Hope you can make it. How did she get my number? Probably from the company directory or something. I decide to go because free drinks and maybe it'll be okay. Workday ends, group of about 8 people head to the bar. Jessica makes sure to sit next to me. Orders some craft beer with a weird name. I get a regular lager. She keeps trying to include me in conversations, laughing extra loud at my comments. Coworker named Dave is talking about his kid's soccer game. Jessica somehow turns it into asking about my family. Do you have any siblings, Anon? Yeah, one brother. He lives across the country. That must be hard. Being far from family. It's fine, we text sometimes. She nods sympathetically like I revealed some deep trauma. After an hour, I'm ready to leave. I should head out. Got an early morning tomorrow. Total lie. I just want to go home. Already? We were having such a good time. Jessica looks genuinely disappointed. Yeah, sorry. Thanks for the invite, though. I pay my tab and leave. Get home, order pizza, play Elden Ring for 3 hours. This is my ideal Friday night. Monday rolls around, I'm at my desk debugging some API integration. Jessica comes by with coffee again. Thought you might need this. Thanks, you didn't have to. I know, but I wanted to. She lingers by my desk, clearly wanting to chat. So I was thinking, there's this new Italian place that opened up. Maybe we could check it out sometime. This is definitely not a casual coworker suggestion. Maybe, I'll let you know when I'm free. Vague enough to not commit to anything. She seems satisfied with this answer and walks away. Marcus rolls over in his desk chair. Dude, you're killing me. She's literally asking you out and you're acting like she's asking about the weather. I don't want to date a coworker. That's a recipe for disaster. Fair point, but you could at least acknowledge what's happening. What's happening is she's being friendly and everyone is reading too much into it. Marcus makes a frustrated sound and rolls back to his desk. That evening, I'm staying late again, definitely not hoping to see Ruby. Okay, maybe partly hoping to see Ruby. Around 7 p.m., I hear the vacuum in the hall, take a strategic break to go refill my water bottle. Ruby is outside the conference room, organizing her cleaning supplies. I wave, she sees me, and waves back excitedly. Hi, Anon. Working late again? Yeah, big project deadline coming up. That sounds stressful. Do you want some of my Swedish fish? I find that candy helps with stress. She pulls out a bag of Swedish fish from her cart. You keep candy in your cleaning cart? Of course! How else am I supposed to have snacks readily available? Can't argue with that logic. I take a few Swedish fish, thank her. What are you listening to tonight? She shows me her phone screen. It's playing the Undertale soundtrack. Have you played Undertale? It's so good. The music makes me cry sometimes. I've played through it twice, did pacifist and genocide runs. You did the genocide run? That's so sad. I can't bring myself to do it because I feel too bad for the characters. It's rough, but the Megalovania boss fight makes it worth it. Megalovania is an absolute banger. Sometimes I clean to that song because it makes me move faster. She starts humming the tune, doing a little dance with her mop. I'm watching this girl dance with a mop to Undertale music in an empty office hallway. This is the best Monday I've had in months. Do you like other indie games? I ask. Oh my god, yes, I love Hollow Knight and Celeste and Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is dangerously addictive. I know, right? I once played for 14 hours straight and forgot to eat dinner. She laughs like this is a funny story and not concerning. You should probably remember to eat. I know, but when you're in the zone, you're in the zone. We keep talking. She tells me about her farm in Stardew Valley. Apparently she married Sebastian because he's misunderstood and likes coding. Plus his motorcycle is cool and he gives you coffee. Solid reasoning. Who did you marry in the game? Abigail. She eats rocks and plays video games. Seemed like a good match. Ruby nods approvingly. Abigail is great. She's purple. That's a reason to like someone? Purple is the best color. It's like blue and red had a baby. Her explanations for things are wild, but I'm here for it. We talk for almost 45 minutes before she realizes the time. Oh no, I still have 3 more floors to do. My supervisor is going to kill me. Is your supervisor strict? Kind of. She gets mad when I talk to people too much. She says I'm here to clean, not socialize. That sucks. You should be able to talk to people. It's okay. Most people don't want to talk to the janitor anyway. There's something sad in how casually she says that. Well, I like talking to you. She looks at me briefly, smiles so big. Really? That's so nice. Most people just ignore me or get annoyed when I talk too much. You don't talk too much. My supervisor says I do. She says I have poor social awareness. Red flag about the supervisor, but okay. Your supervisor sounds like she sucks. Ruby laughs. She's not terrible, just very serious about work. She puts her headphones back on, gives me a wave, rushes off to finish her work. I go back to my desk but can't focus on coding. I'm thinking about Ruby dancing with a mop. Ruby explaining that purple is blue and red's baby. Ruby offering me Swedish fish from her cleaning cart. Oh no, I like her. This is a problem because she's the janitor and I'm a senior engineer and there's probably some weird power dynamic issue. Also, I barely know her. Also, I'm terrible at reading social situations and maybe she's just being friendly. Spend the rest of the evening overthinking everything. Tuesday morning, Jessica catches me in the break room. So I was thinking about that Italian restaurant. How about Friday night? She's not giving up. Jessica, I appreciate the invite, but I'm not really looking to date right now. There, I said it clearly. Her face falls. Oh, I wasn't. I mean, it's just dinner as friends. Sure it is. I don't think it's a good idea to blur work and personal life like that. She looks hurt, nods. Okay, I understand. No problem. Walks away quickly. I feel bad, but also relieved. Marcus catches me at lunch. Heard you finally let Jessica down. News travels fast. She told half the office she got rejected, playing the victim card hard. Great, now I'm the bad guy. I wasn't leading her on, I was just being normal. I know, man, but she built it up in her head. Whatever, I'll deal with the office awkwardness. That week I start timing my late work sessions to coincide with Ruby's cleaning schedule. She's usually on our floor between 7 and 9 p.m. We fall into a routine of chatting whenever she's nearby. Wednesday she tells me about her rock collection. I have 132 different rocks, all labeled with where I found them and what type they are. That's impressively organized. I like organizing things. It makes my brain feel calm. Thursday, she shows me pictures of her cat on her phone. His name is Schrodinger, because you never know if he's alive or dead until you check on him. That's not really how that works, but I appreciate the physics reference. I know I'm using it wrong, but it's funny. Her cat is a fat orange tabby who apparently steals her socks. He has a whole pile of socks under my bed. I found 23 socks last time I checked. Why don't you just put your socks away? Because then he'd be sad. He loves stealing them. Can't argue with that logic either. Friday evening, I'm actually done with work, but stay late anyway. Ruby shows up right on schedule. Tonight she's wearing a Totoro pin on her uniform. Nice pin. She looks down like she forgot she was wearing it. Oh, thanks. I wear a different one every day. Tomorrow is my calcifer pin from Howl's Moving Castle. You have a whole collection? 47 pins. I keep them on a corkboard at home organized by color. This girl collects everything. Do you want to see pictures of my corkboard? She's already pulling out her phone. Shows me pictures of this elaborate pin display organized in a rainbow gradient. This is really impressive. Thank you. It took me 6 hours to organize them correctly. We're sitting on the floor in the hallway now, backs against the wall. She's showing me more pictures, her game collection, her rock collection, her cat doing dumb cat things. I realize I'm having more fun looking at pictures of her stuff than I've had at any social event in months. Can I ask you something? She says suddenly, putting her phone down. Sure. Why are you always here late? Do you love your job that much? Honest question deserves honest answer. Not really. The job is fine, but I mostly stay late because the office is quiet and I like the peace. She nods understanding. And maybe because I like talking to you. Did I just say that out loud? Her face turns red. Really? You're not just being nice? I'm not just being nice. You're genuinely interesting to talk to. She's fidgeting with her headphone cord, not looking at me. Most people think I'm annoying. I talk too much about things nobody cares about. I care about them. She finally looks directly at me for maybe the first time. Holds eye contact for like 3 full seconds before looking away. That's really nice. Nobody's ever said that before. We sit in comfortable silence for a minute. I should probably finish. Cleaning! My supervisor does random check-ins sometimes. Yeah, don't want to get you in trouble. She stands up, grabs her cart. Same time Monday? I'll be here. She gives me the biggest smile and heads down the hall. I drive home feeling like a teenager with a crush. This is ridiculous. I'm 30 years old, spend the weekend thinking about her, wondering if she thinks about me. Probably not. She's probably just happy to have someone to talk to. Monday comes, I'm weirdly nervous. Work drags on forever. Jessica has been cold to me since the rejection. Whatever. 6:30 p.m. Rolls around. I'm the only one left in the office. 7 p.m. Still no sign of Ruby. 7:30 p.m. Getting worried. 8 p.m. She's still not here. Maybe she has a different schedule today. Maybe she quit. Maybe I imagined our entire connection and she doesn't actually care about talking to me. 8:30 p.m. I give up and pack my stuff to leave. Elevator opens on ground floor. I walk out to the lobby. Ruby is there talking to an older woman in a supervisor uniform. The woman is clearly lecturing her about something. Ruby looks upset, nodding along to whatever she's being told. I walk past slowly, trying not to eavesdrop, but also definitely eavesdropping. This is your second warning, Ruby. You can't spend 45 minutes chatting with office workers. I'm sorry, Mrs. Patterson. I'll work faster. You need to focus on your job. We have standards to maintain. Ruby sees me walking by, gives me a sad little wave. I wave back, want to say something but don't know what. Head to my car feeling like crap. She got in trouble because of me. That night I can't sleep. Keep thinking about how upset she looked. Tuesday I stay late again but make sure to not talk to her for long. She shows up, seems more subdued than usual. Hey. Hi, Anon. You okay? Yeah, I just got in trouble yesterday. I need to work faster. That was my fault. I kept you talking. No, I chose to talk. I always talk too much. She's not her usual enthusiastic self. I should probably just focus on cleaning tonight. Yeah, okay. Don't want to get you in trouble again. She gives me a small smile and goes back to work. I feel terrible. Rest of the week, she's all business. Just quick hellos and then back to work. Our conversations went from 30, 45 minutes to like 2 minutes max. Friday evening, I'm leaving at normal time. See her in the lobby again. She's sitting on a bench, waiting for something, still in her uniform. I walk over. Hey. Oh, hi. Are you leaving? Yeah, heading home, you? Waiting for the bus. It doesn't come for another 20 minutes. You take the bus home? I don't have a car. The bus is fine, though. I get to people watch. She's trying to sound upbeat, but seems tired. Where do you live? About 30 minutes from here, by the university. That's not that far from my place. I could give you a ride if you want. Her eyes widen. Really? You don't have to. I know, but I'm offering. She thinks about it for a second. Okay, that would be really nice. The bus smells weird on Fridays. We walk to my car. She's carrying this beat-up backpack covered in pins. Gets in the passenger seat, immediately impressed. Your car is so clean. Mine would have fast food wrappers everywhere. I told you I don't have a car. Oh, right. I meant if I had a car. Hypothetical car. She gives me directions to her apartment. It's in an older building near campus, kind of run down, but not terrible. Thanks so much for the ride. You saved me from weird bus smell. No problem. She unbuckles her seatbelt, but doesn't get out immediately. Can I ask you something? Sure. Do you think I'm annoying? What? No, why would you think that? Mrs. Patterson said I have poor social boundaries, that I don't understand when people want me to stop talking. She's looking at her hands, fidgeting. You're not annoying, Ruby. Your supervisor just has a stick up her ass. She laughs a little. I have autism. Did you know that? I didn't, but okay. Some people get weird when they find out. They treat me differently. I'm not going to treat you differently. She finally looks at me. Promise? Promise. She smiles. Thanks, Anon. You're really nice. Have a good weekend. Gets out of the car, waves as she walks into her building. I sit there for a minute processing. She trusted me enough to tell me something personal. Drive home feeling like this means something. My face when I realized I have a crush on the janitor girl who collects rocks in video games and talks about purple being blue and red's baby. Be me. Monday morning. Can't stop thinking about Ruby all weekend. Replayed that car ride conversation about 500 times in my head. Get to work, Jessica completely ignores me when I walk past her desk. Fine by me, less awkward interactions. Marcus rolls up to my desk around 10 a.m. Dude, what did you do to Jessica? She's been trash-talking you to everyone. I rejected her dinner invitation. Apparently that's a crime now. She's saying you led her on for months. I literally just existed. I didn't do anything. Marcus shrugs. Women are complicated, man. You should know this by now. I go back to work, trying to ignore office drama. Lunchtime, I'm in the break room microwaving leftover pizza. Jessica walks in with two other girls from accounting. They immediately stop talking when they see me. I grab my food and leave because I'm not dealing with this high school nonsense. Hear one of them say, "He's so rude," as I walk away. Spend lunch in my car eating pizza and watching YouTube videos about obscure programming languages. This is fine, I'm fine, everything is fine. Workday drags on forever because I'm excited to see Ruby tonight. 6 p.m. hits, everyone starts leaving. Jessica makes a point of leaving with her friend group, laughing extra loud as they pass my desk. Whatever, enjoy your petty revenge or whatever this is. 7 p.m., I'm pretending to work on code, but actually just waiting. Hear the elevator ding, vacuum sounds start up. Give it 5 minutes so I don't look desperate. Walk out to refill water bottle that's still 90% full. Ruby's cleaning the conference room, wearing a Kirby pin today. She sees me, face lights up. Anon, hi. Hey Ruby, how was your weekend? Pretty good. I reorganized my entire rock collection by geological era. That sounds like it took forever. 8 hours, but it was worth it. Now they're in proper chronological order. She's so proud of this accomplishment. I also beat Hollow Knight again. Got 112% completion this time. That's impressive. The pantheon of Hallowness is brutal. I know, right? I died to Absolute Radiance like 50 times. We're nerding out about Hollow Knight bosses for a solid 20 minutes. She's doing boss attack patterns with her hands, making sound effects. And then you have to dodge like this, and then slash! Almost knocks over her spray bottle. We both laugh. I should probably actually clean though. Mrs. Patterson has been watching me like a hawk. Yeah, don't want you getting in more trouble. It's okay. I'm getting better at working faster. She goes back to cleaning. I go back to my desk. This becomes our routine over the next 2 weeks. I stay late. We chat for 10 to 15 minutes, careful not to take too much of her work time. Learn so much about her. She makes friendship bracelets as a hobby, has made over 200. She can recite the entire Bohemian Rhapsody from memory. She's terrified of butterflies because they're basically flying worms with fancy wings. She once spent an entire paycheck on a limited edition Pokemon card. It was a holographic Charizard. How could I not buy it? That's actually a solid investment. Those cards appreciate in value. See? That's what I told my roommate, but she said I was being irresponsible. Every conversation makes me like her more. Meanwhile, Jessica's Cold War against me continues. She schedules meetings and forgets to invite me. Tells our boss I'm not being a team player. Spreads rumors that I'm difficult to work with. Marcus keeps me updated on the office gossip. Bro, she's really gunning for you. This is getting ridiculous. What am I supposed to do? Apologize for not wanting to date her? Maybe try talking to HR? And say what? A coworker is mad I won't go to dinner with her? He admits I have a point. One Wednesday evening, I'm talking to Ruby about our favorite cartoons. She's explaining why Steven Universe is peak fiction. The character development is insane, and the songs? Have you heard It's Over, Isn't It? I haven't watched it, actually. She gasps like I confessed to a crime. You have to watch it. It's so good. It deals with trauma and identity and space rocks. Space rocks? The characters are sentient gemstones. It's complicated but amazing. She's gesturing wildly, so passionate about this show. Maybe you could recommend me some episodes to start with? Her face goes red. I could make you a list with notes about why each episode is important. That would be awesome. Next day, she hands me 3 pages of handwritten episode recommendations with detailed notes. Her handwriting is messy but readable, little doodles in the margins. I stayed up until 2 a.m. making this. I wanted to make sure I got the episode order right for maximum emotional impact. This girl stayed up late making me a Steven Universe guide. I'm in deep trouble here. This is amazing, thank you. You're welcome. Let me know what you think after you watch them. That weekend, I actually watched the episodes she recommended. She was right, the show is really good. Monday, I tell her I watched them. And? You were right, it's great. The music especially. She does a little happy dance right there in the hallway. I knew you'd like it. Wait until you get to the later seasons. That's when it gets really emotional. We spend the next week discussing Steven Universe lore. She has theories about the show, like detailed analysis of gem society. The diamonds are basically fascist dictators, but the show humanizes them, which is controversial, but I think it works. I'm nodding along, fully invested in her gem politics rant. She stops mid-sentence. I'm doing it again, talking too much. No, keep going. I want to hear your theory. Really? Really? She continues, explaining the entire social structure of Homeworld. I could listen to her talk for hours. One Thursday evening, something different happens. I'm walking out to see Ruby and Jessica as they're talking to her. This is unusual because Jessica has never acknowledged the cleaning staff. I hang back, pretending to check my phone. So you're Ruby, right? You clean this floor? Ruby nods, looking uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm Ruby. Is there a problem with the cleaning? Oh no, everything's fine. I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Jessica. She's using her fake nice voice. I work with Anon. Have you met him? Tall guy, kind of quiet? Oh yeah, Anon's really nice. Jessica's smile tightens. He is nice. We actually used to be really close. We'd have lunch together all the time. Ruby's fidgeting with her headphone cord. That's cool. Yeah, I just wanted to give you a heads up. Anon can be kind of distant sometimes. He gets really focused on work and forgets about people. What the hell is Jessica doing? He's always been nice to me. Oh, I'm sure. I just mean, don't take it personally if he suddenly stops being friendly. He does that sometimes. Ruby looks confused and hurt. I decide to intervene. Hey, Ruby. Hey, Jessica. Jessica jumps slightly. Didn't see me coming. Oh, Anon. I was just chatting with Ruby here. I heard. Awkward silence. Well, I should get going. Nice meeting you, Ruby. Jessica walks away quickly. Ruby's quiet, organizing her cleaning supplies. Don't listen to her. Is it true? Do you get distant with people? Not with people I actually care about. She looks at me. You care about me? Yeah, Ruby, I do. She smiles but still seems uncertain. Jessica seems like she doesn't like you very much. It's complicated. I rejected her and now she's being petty about it. Oh, she liked you. That makes sense now. Ruby processes this. She's really pretty. Why did you reject her? Because I'm not interested in her. Why not? How do I explain this without being too forward? She's just not my type. We don't have anything in common. Ruby nods, accepting this explanation. What is your type? Danger, danger, danger. I like people who are genuine, who get excited about things, who aren't afraid to be themselves. I'm looking directly at her while saying this. She blushes, looks away. That's a good type to have. We stand there awkwardly for a moment. I should finish cleaning. Yeah, okay. She rushes off. I go back to my desk. Did I just kind of confess my feelings? Maybe, maybe not. It was ambiguous enough. Next few days, Jessica starts showing up in the evening. She never stays late normally, but suddenly she's working until 7 or 8 p.m. Always makes a point to talk to Ruby when she sees her. Oh, Ruby, you're doing such a great job. The office looks so clean. Overly friendly, clearly fake. Ruby is polite, but I can tell she's uncomfortable. Friday evening, I'm packing up to leave, and Jessica corners me. Can we talk? About what? About us. There is no us, Jessica. I just don't understand what I did wrong. You didn't do anything wrong, I'm just not interested. Is it because of her? She glances toward the hallway where Ruby is vacuuming. What? The janitor. Are you interested in the janitor? That's none of your business. Oh my God, you are. You're actually into her. Jessica laughs like this is the funniest thing ever. What do you even have in common? Does she even have a college degree? Stop. This is insane. You rejected me for someone who cleans toilets for a living. Jessica, you need to drop this now. She sees I'm serious, backs off. Whatever, you're making a huge mistake. Storms off to the elevator. I stand there angry and frustrated. Walk back to the hallway. Ruby's still cleaning. Hey, she pulls off her headphones. Hi, are you leaving? Yeah, I just wanted to say, ignore Jessica if she bothers you again. Is she mean to you because of me? No, she's mean to me because she can't handle rejection. Ruby thinks about this. People are really complicated. Yeah, they are. I prefer cats. Cats are simple. They either like you or they don't, and they're honest about it. I laugh. That's actually a very healthy outlook. Thanks. My therapist says I have a unique perspective on social interactions. Your therapist is right. We say goodbye. I head home. Weekend passes. I'm dreading Monday. Jessica is definitely going to escalate this, somehow. Monday comes. I'm right. Jessica has apparently complained to HR about me. I get called into a meeting with HR director, woman named Patricia. We've received a complaint about workplace harassment. What? From who? Jessica from project management says you've been making her uncomfortable. You've got to be kidding me. What exactly did she say? Patricia reads from a document. She says you've been sending her mixed signals, acting friendly, and then rejecting her advances in a hostile manner. I was never acting friendly in a romantic way. I was being a normal coworker. She also mentions you've been inappropriate with janitorial staff. My blood runs cold. Inappropriate how? She says you frequently keep a particular janitor from doing her work by talking to her excessively. I talk to Ruby during her breaks. She's never complained about it. Ruby is the janitor's name? Yes. Patricia makes a note. We'll need to speak with Ruby and her supervisor about this. Crap. This is ridiculous. Jessica is making things up because I wouldn't date her. We take all harassment claims seriously. You'll need to avoid contact with both Jessica and Ruby until we complete our investigation. I have to avoid Ruby? Yes, that's standard procedure. This is a nightmare. Leave HR feeling like I'm gonna throw up. Marcus finds me in the break room. Dude, heard you got called to HR. What happened? I explain the whole situation. Jessica's playing dirty. This is messed up. I can't even talk to Ruby now. She's gonna think I abandoned her. Can't you text her or something? I don't have her number. Never thought to ask because we always just talked at work. That week is torture. I leave at normal time every day. Don't see Ruby at all. Wonder if she knows what's happening. Wonder if she thinks I'm avoiding her. Thursday afternoon, Patricia calls me back to HR. We've completed our investigation. And? Jessica's claims about harassment don't have merit. However, Ruby's supervisor has expressed concerns. Here it comes. Mrs. Patterson says Ruby has been frequently distracted and not completing her work in a timely manner. That's not because of me. Her supervisor has been on her case since before I ever talked to her. Nevertheless, there's been a complaint filed. Ruby's employment is being reviewed by the cleaning company. You're getting her fired. We're not firing anyone. The cleaning company makes their own staffing decisions. This is because of Jessica. She engineered this whole thing. I can't speak to motivations. I can only address the complaints that were filed. This is bullshit. Patricia gives me a warning look. Watch your language. You're free to resume normal work activities, but I'd advise keeping your distance from the cleaning staff. I leave HR absolutely furious. See Jessica in the hallway. She's smiling. She did this on purpose. She weaponized HR to get Ruby in trouble. I want to confront her, but that'll just make things worse. That evening, I stay late, hoping to see Ruby. 7 p.m. comes and goes, different janitor shows up. Older guy with a mustache, not Ruby. Excuse me, is Ruby working tonight? Ruby? She got transferred to a different building. Which building? Can't tell you that, buddy. Privacy policy. My heart sinks. Friday, I try calling the cleaning company. Receptionist won't give me any information. We can't disclose employee locations or schedules. I'm desperate now. Saturday, I spend all day trying to figure out how to find her. Don't know her last name, don't have her number, don't know her exact address, just the general area. I'm an idiot for never getting her contact information. Sunday, I drive to her apartment building. Sit in the parking lot for an hour like a creep. Don't see her. Leave feeling pathetic. Monday morning, Marcus catches me looking miserable at my desk. Still no luck finding Ruby? Nothing. It's like she disappeared. Have you tried social media? I don't know her last name. Try searching for her first name plus the city plus her interests. Maybe she has a gaming profile or something. That's actually smart. Spend lunch break searching. Ruby plus city name plus video games, nothing relevant. Try Ruby plus Stardew Valley. Find a Reddit account, Ruby Rock Collector, who posts about Stardew Valley and lives in our city. Check post history. She's mentioned having autism and working as a janitor. Has to be her. I send a DM. Hey, this is Anon from Dataflow Solutions. I've been trying to reach you. Are you okay? Wait anxiously. 3 hours later, response. Hi, Anon. I got transferred to a different building. I'm okay. I'm so sorry about what happened. Jessica filed a complaint and HR investigated and it spiraled out of control. It's okay. I understand. My supervisor said I was spending too much time talking and not enough time working. That's not fair. You were doing your job fine. It's all right. My new building is actually closer to my apartment, so it works out. She's being too understanding about this. Can I call you? Do you have a phone number? She sends her number. I immediately call. She picks up on the second ring. Hello? Hey Ruby, it's me. Hi, it's weird hearing your voice on the phone. I know, I should have gotten your number weeks ago. It's okay, I should have offered it. There's a pause. I miss talking to you, I say. I miss talking to you too. My new building is really quiet. Nobody wants to chat. What are your hours there? Same schedule, 6 p.m. to midnight. What's the address? She gives me the address. It's an office building about 15 minutes from mine. Would it be okay if I visited sometime? Really? You'd come visit me at work? Yeah, if that's allowed. I don't see why not. It's not the same company as your building. Then I'll come by this week. She sounds happy. That would be really nice. I could show you my new building. It has a really cool lobby with a fountain. We talk for another 30 minutes. She tells me about her new coworkers. None of them appreciate her rock facts. I tried telling someone about sedimentary layers and they just walked away. Their loss. We hang up. I feel better than I have all week. Wednesday after work, I drive to her new building. It's a fancy corporate tower, way nicer than my office. Lobby does have a cool fountain. She was right. Security guard stops me. Can I help you? I'm here to see Ruby. She works for the cleaning company. You here for a cleaning complaint? No, I'm a friend. He looks suspicious but lets me through. Find Ruby on the 3rd floor. She's cleaning a conference room. Anon! She drops her mop and runs over. Almost hugs me but stops herself. You actually came. I said I would. She's wearing a Sailor Moon pin today. Nice pin. Thanks, it's my favorite one. We sit in the empty conference room talking. She shows me pictures of a new rock she found. It's a piece of quartz. I found it at the park. Look how it sparkles. She's holding her phone super close to my face. That's really cool. I know, right? I'm gonna add it to my collection. We talk for over an hour. She tells me Mrs. Patterson got fired from the cleaning company for being too harsh with employees. Apparently lots of people complained about her, not just me. Good, she sucked. Yeah, she did. My new supervisor is much nicer. His name is Robert, and he brings us donuts on Fridays. I'm happy she's in a better situation, but also sad she's not at my building anymore. I should probably get back to work, though. Don't want to get in trouble at my new job, too. Yeah, I should head home. We walk to the elevator together. Will you visit again? If you want me to. I do. It gets lonely here. Then I'll come back. She smiles so big. Drive home feeling good. Over the next month, I visit her twice a week. We fall back into our routine of nerding out about games and shows. She introduces me to her new favorite mobile game. It's called Genshin Impact. You collect characters and explore. It's so pretty. Shows me her character roster. She's clearly spent money on this game. How much have you spent? I don't want to talk about it. Probably hundreds of dollars. One evening in late October, she seems nervous about something. Keeps fidgeting more than usual. You okay? Yeah, there's something I want to ask, but I don't know if it's appropriate. You can ask me anything. There's a comic convention next month. It's on a Saturday. Do you want to go with me? Is she asking me on a date? Like as friends or... She's turning red. I mean, it could be a friend thing, or it could be more than a friend thing, if you want. She's looking everywhere except at me. I'd love to go with you. As friends? As more than friends. She finally looks at me. Really? You like me like that? Ruby, I've liked you like that for months. But I'm weird, and I talk too much, and I'm just a janitor. You're not just anything. You're smart and funny and passionate about everything you care about. She's tearing up. Nobody's ever said things like that to me before. Then you've been talking to the wrong people. She wipes her eyes. Sorry, I'm not sad. I'm happy. I just cry when I'm emotional. That's okay. We sit in silence for a moment. So it's a date then? She asks quietly. It's definitely a date. She does a little happy dance in her seat. I've never been on a real date before. Well, I went on one date in high school, but the guy spent the whole time on his phone, so I don't think that counts. This will be better than that, I promise. We make plans for the convention. I leave that night feeling like I'm floating. Next few weeks, I can barely focus on work. Marcus notices. Dude, you've been smiling at your computer for like 20 minutes. I have a date with Ruby. The janitor girl, finally. I thought you'd never make a move. She actually made the move. Even better. Jessica overhears, gives me a dirty look. Don't care. I'm too happy. Saturday of the convention arrives. I pick up Ruby at her apartment. She answers the door wearing a homemade Mabel Pines costume from Gravity Falls. Do you like it? I made it myself. I'm not great at sewing, but I think it turned out okay. She's wearing a purple sweater with a shooting star, has a grappling hook prop and everything. You look amazing, she beams. You're not dressed up, though. I didn't know we were cosplaying. That's okay. Dipper doesn't dress up that much anyway. You can just be civilian Dipper. She grabs my arm and we head to the convention. The venue is packed with people in costumes. Ruby is in heaven. Look, that person is dressed as Pearl from Steven Universe, and that's a really good Link cosplay. Oh my gosh, is that someone dressed as a Minecraft block? She's pointing at everything, talking a mile a minute. We spend hours looking at artist booths. She buys a print of Howl and Sophie. I'm gonna hang this in my room. Buys me a keychain of Majora's Mask, so you can think of me whenever you see it. We go to a panel about animation techniques. Ruby asks 3 questions and apologizes after each one for taking up time. The panelist actually seems impressed by her questions. Those are great observations, she lights up with pride. Lunchtime we get convention center pizza that costs way too much. This is the best day ever, she says through a mouthful of pepperoni. Even better than organizing your rock collection by geological era. Way better, because you're here. My heart does a thing. Afternoon, we check out the vendor hall. Ruby wants to look at every single booth. She finds a booth selling vintage game cartridges. Oh my god, they have Conker's Bad Fur Day. That's so rare. She's holding the cartridge like it's precious treasure. Checks the price tag. Face falls. $180. That's way too much. Do you want it? I mean, yeah, but I can't afford that. I grab the cartridge and buy it while she's distracted by other games. Hand it to her after the transaction. Early Christmas present. She looks at the cartridge, looks at me, eyes well up with tears. You didn't have to do that. That's so much money. I wanted to. She hugs me right there in the vendor hall. It's tight and warm and she smells like vanilla and laundry detergent. Thank you. Nobody's ever bought me something like this before. We keep walking around, she's clutching the game cartridge. Evening comes, convention is closing. We head back to my car. That was the best day I've had in forever, she says. Me too. Really? You didn't think it was too crowded or overwhelming? Maybe a little, but I was with you, so it was worth it. She smiles. I drive her home, walk her to her apartment door. Thank you for today, Anon. Thank you for asking me. We stand there awkwardly. Can I kiss you? She asks. Yes. She leans in, kisses me quickly, pulls back. Was that okay? I'm not good at this. It was perfect. She's blushing so hard. Okay, good. Text me when you get home safe. I will. She goes inside. I hear her squeal excitedly through the door. Drive home grinning like an idiot. That feeling when the quirky janitor girl asked me to kiss her after the best date of my life. Be me. Dating Ruby for 3 months now. Happiest I've been in years. We see each other 3 to 4 times a week. She stays over at my place most weekends. She brings her cat Schrodinger over sometimes. He immediately claimed my bed as his territory. He likes you. He only steals socks from people he likes. My sock drawer is now half empty. Work is going well. Got promoted to lead engineer with a nice raise. Jessica still gives me cold shoulder, but whatever, I won. One Tuesday I'm at lunch with Marcus. So things are serious with Janitor Girl? Her name is Ruby and yeah, pretty serious. You thinking long term? Maybe. It's only been 3 months though. Marcus nods. Just be careful, man. Office relationships can get messy. She doesn't work in my office anymore, remember? True, but Jessica's still salty as hell about it. Speaking of Jessica, she walks into the break room right then, sees us, her expression sours, grabs her lunch from the fridge and leaves without saying anything. She's got it bad, Marcus says. Not my problem. That evening I visit Ruby at her building. She's excited about something, practically vibrating. Guess what? Guess what? What? I saved up enough money to buy a Nintendo Switch. It arrives tomorrow. She shows me the order confirmation on her phone. That's awesome. What games are you getting? Breath of the Wild first, then probably Animal Crossing, and Mario Odyssey. She lists like 10 games. That's a lot of games. I know, but they're all so good. I can't decide which one to play first. We sit in an empty office talking about Zelda lore for an hour. She has theories about the timeline that are actually really well thought out. So if you consider the downfall timeline, Link actually fails in Ocarina of Time, which leads to a link to the past. I'm nodding along, fully invested. My phone buzzes, text from my boss. Need you to come in early tomorrow, client meeting at 8 a.m. Damn, I was hoping to sleep in. Everything okay? Ruby asks. Yeah, just work stuff. Early meeting tomorrow. You work so hard. You should take a vacation. Maybe soon. We say goodnight. I drive home thinking about vacation ideas. Maybe Ruby and I could go somewhere, like a weekend trip. Next morning I'm at work by 7:45 a.m. Client meeting goes well, land a big contract. Boss is happy, team is happy, I'm exhausted. Lunchtime Marcus drops some gossip. Dude, Jessica's been asking HR about the janitor situation. What do you mean? Like asking who Ruby works for now, what building, her schedule. Alarm bells going off. Why would she care? Marcus shrugs. No idea, but it's weird, right? Very weird. I text Ruby during my break. Has anyone from my company contacted you or your supervisor? She responds 20 minutes later. No? Why? Just checking. Never mind. Probably nothing. I'm being paranoid. Weekend comes. Ruby stays over Friday night. We order Thai food, watch Studio Ghibli movies. Schrodinger steals my socks. Perfect evening. Saturday morning, we're making pancakes when Ruby brings something up. So my roommate is moving out next month. Yeah? And I can't afford the apartment by myself. Are you going to find a new roommate? She's fidgeting with the spatula. I was thinking maybe I could. This is probably too soon, but she takes a breath. Maybe I could move in with you? I'm flipping a pancake, processing this. You want to live together? Only if you want to. I know it's fast. We've only been dating 3 months. Forget I said anything. Ruby. She looks at me nervously. I think that's a great idea. Her face lights up. Really? You're not just saying that? Really. But we should talk logistics. Make sure we're on the same page about stuff. We spend breakfast discussing apartment rules, finances, space sharing. She's surprisingly organized about it. Has a whole list on her phone. I made a pros and cons list. Pros, I get to see you every day. We split rent. Schrodinger gets more space. Cons, you might get tired of me talking all the time. I'm never going to get tired of you talking. She smiles so big. We agree she'll move in December 1st, gives us a month to prepare. I'm excited but also nervous. This is a big step. Next few weeks are planning mode. Ruby makes spreadsheets for everything, color-coded and detailed. I organized our future shared expenses by category. See, utilities are in blue, groceries in green. She's more type A than I expected. Work is busy, big project deadline approaching. I'm staying late most nights, sometimes until 9 or 10 p.m. Feel bad because I'm seeing Ruby less. She texts me encouragement. "You've got this. I believe in you. Here's a picture of Schrödinger being cute for motivation." Attached image of her cat sleeping in a box. It does help. One Thursday evening, I'm finally leaving work around 8 p.m. Elevator opens in the lobby. Jessica's there. "Working late?" "Yeah, big deadline." Awkward silence as we walk to the parking garage. "So I heard you're dating the janitor." Here we go. Her name is Ruby, and yes. That's sweet. Must be nice having someone so simple. Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. Just that she seems uncomplicated, easy to please. I stop walking. "Jessica, you need to stop." "Stop what? I'm just making conversation." "No, you're being passive-aggressive because you're still mad I rejected you almost 6 months ago." Her fake smile drops. "You humiliated me. I politely declined dinner. You turned it into a whole thing. You led me on for months. I was being a normal coworker. You built up something in your head that wasn't there." She's getting red in the face. "And then you went after her, someone who's beneath you." Ruby's not beneath anyone, and you sound ridiculous right now. She's a janitor with autism. What kind of life are you going to have with her? I'm about to lose my temper. A happy one, which is more than you'll ever give anyone with this attitude. Jessica. Looks like I slapped her. You're an asshole, and you're bitter. Get over it. I walk to my car. She storms to hers, sit in my car for a minute, shaking with anger. Text Ruby. "Just had it out with Jessica. She said some really mean things about you." Ruby calls immediately. "What did she say?" I tell her everything. There's silence on the other end. "Ruby? I'm here, just processing. That's really mean." "I'm sorry, I shouldn't have told you." "No, I'm glad you did. I want to know these things." She pauses. "Do you think I'm beneath you?" "What? No, Ruby, no. Because I know I'm not like your coworkers. I didn't go to college. I clean buildings for a living." She's getting emotional. "Ruby, listen to me. You're one of the smartest people I know. Formal education doesn't define intelligence." "But?" "No buts. Jessica's projecting her own insecurities. Nothing she said has any truth to it." I hear her sniffle. "Okay, I believe you. Sorry for crying. Don't apologize for having feelings." We talk for another 30 minutes until she calms down. Drive home exhausted emotionally. Friday comes, I'm at my desk when I get called to HR again. Oh no. Patricia is there with my boss and someone from the cleaning company Ruby works for. This can't be good. "Please sit down." I sit. "We've received some concerning information about one of our employees fraternizing with janitorial staff." "Jessica, it has to be Jessica." "I'm dating Ruby, if that's what this is about. She doesn't even work in this building anymore." The cleaning company representative speaks up. "That's actually not the issue. The issue is that Ruby's work performance has significantly declined at her new location." "What?" "Her supervisor reports she's frequently distracted, leaves work early, and has been found using company time for personal activities." That doesn't sound like Ruby at all. The rep shows me a file, security camera screenshots of Ruby on her phone, timestamps showing her clocking out early, written complaints from her supervisor. We've given her multiple warnings, but the behavior continues. I'm reading through the file. Something feels off. The dates on these complaints, some of them are from days I was with Ruby, and she definitely worked her full shift. These dates are wrong. I was with her on this date, and she didn't leave early. Are you sure? Positive. We met up after her shift at 11 p.m. She couldn't have left at 9 p.m. like this says. The rep looks at the file again. We'll need to investigate this further. Patricia dismisses me. I leave feeling like something shady is happening. Immediately call Ruby. "Hey, what's up? Have you been having problems at work?" "No, why?" "Your company says you've been getting written up for poor performance." "What? I haven't gotten any write-ups. My supervisor Robert said I'm doing great. Something is very wrong here. Can you call your supervisor and ask him about this?" "Yeah, hold on." She calls me back 10 minutes later. Sounds panicked. "Anon, Robert says he never filed any complaints. He doesn't know what's going on." This is sabotage. "What?" "Someone's falsifying documents to get you fired." Ruby goes quiet. Why would someone do that? I have a pretty good idea who. I think Jessica's behind this. How could she do that? She doesn't work for my company. I don't know, but I'm going to find out. Spend the weekend investigating. Marcus helps me do some digging. Turns out Jessica's cousin works in HR for the cleaning company. Dude, that's a huge conflict of interest. And probably illegal. Monday, I go to Patricia with evidence. Jessica's been using her family connection to sabotage Ruby's employment. Show her everything Marcus and I found. Patricia looks concerned. This is serious. If true, this is grounds for termination. It's true. Check the dates. Cross-reference with Ruby's actual supervisor. She says she'll investigate. Tuesday afternoon, Jessica gets called to HR. She doesn't come back to her desk. Wednesday morning, there's a company email. Jessica Martinez is no longer with Dataflow Solutions. We wish her well in her future endeavors. She got fired. Marcus rolls over. Justice served. Feels weird though. I didn't want her to lose her job. She did this to herself, man. She tried to ruin someone's life over a rejection. He's right, but I still feel strange about it. That evening I visit Ruby to tell her. She's mopping the hallway, singing along to My Chemical Romance. Ruby! She pulls off her headphones. Hi, you look serious. What's wrong? Jessica got fired. Her eyes go wide. What? Why? I explain everything. Ruby sits down on the floor. She really hated me that much? She didn't hate you. She was obsessed with the idea that I should want her instead. That's so sad. Like I feel bad for her. You feel bad for someone who tried to get you fired? Yeah, she must be really unhappy to do something like that. Ruby's empathy is honestly remarkable. You're a better person than me. I just know what it's like to be excluded and treated badly. It makes people do desperate things. We sit there for a while. So what happens now? She asks. Now you're cleared of all those fake complaints and everything goes back to normal. And we still move in together? Absolutely. She smiles. Good. I already bought matching mugs for us. They have dinosaurs on them. November passes quickly. Ruby starts bringing boxes over to my place. Her stuff is a chaotic mix of nerdy collectibles and random items. Why do you have 3 different Rubik's Cubes? Because they all solve differently. This one is a 2x2, this is a 3x3, and this is a 4x4. Do you solve them? Sometimes, when I'm anxious, it helps my brain focus. We set up her gaming area in the corner of the living room. She arranges her N64 collection on a shelf. This is my pride and joy, 47 games. Schrodinger investigates every box, knocks over a lamp, steals more socks. He's settling. In, Ruby says proudly. December 1st, officially move-in day. Ruby's old roommate helps us move the last of her furniture. Take care of her, she's a good one, the roommate tells me. I will. That night we order pizza and christen the apartment by playing Mario Kart. Ruby absolutely destroys me at Rainbow Road. How are you so good at this? Practice. I've been playing since I was 6. We're surrounded by moving boxes, eating pizza on the floor, her cat sleeping on my lap. It's perfect. Over the next few weeks, we settle into domestic life. Ruby labels everything in the kitchen. I organize the spices alphabetically and the cans by size. You didn't have to do that. I know, but it makes me happy. She has a specific morning routine that cannot be disrupted. Coffee, then breakfast, then exactly 20 minutes of phone time, then getting ready. I learn to work around it. She learns that I need complete silence in the morning until I've had caffeine. We balance each other out. Christmas comes, we spend it at her parents' house. Meeting them is nerve-wracking. Her dad is a mechanic, gruff but friendly. Her mom is a teacher, asks me a million questions. So you're a software engineer? That's impressive. How did you meet our Ruby? She was cleaning my office building. We bonded over Studio Ghibli. Her mom smiles. Ruby loves those films. She used to watch them on repeat as a child. Ruby's little brother is 16, barely looks up from his Switch. Cool. You play Smash Bros? He asked me. Yeah. Want to play? We spend 2 hours playing Smash Bros while Ruby helps her mom cook. Her dad pulls me aside at one point. You're good to her? I try to be. She's different, always has been. Kids were mean to her growing up. She told me. Just make sure you're not with her because she's easy or convenient. I'm with her because she makes me happier than I've ever been. He nods, satisfied. Good answer. Christmas dinner is chaotic. Ruby's extended family is huge. She holds my hand under the table when she gets overwhelmed by all the noise. We leave around 9 p.m. She's exhausted. Sorry, my family is a lot. They're great. I like them. Really? Uncle Bob didn't weird you out with his conspiracy theories about birds? A little, but it was entertaining. She laughs, leans her head on my shoulder in the car. Thanks for coming with me. Thanks for inviting me. New Year's Eve. We stay in. Ruby wants to watch the ball drop but falls asleep at 11:30 p.m. I watch it alone, her head in my lap, Schrödinger purring next to us. At midnight, I wake her up. It's midnight. Oh, Happy New Year. She kisses me sleepily. Happy New Year, Ruby. January brings new routines. Ruby gets promoted to shift supervisor at her building. I'm in charge of 3 other people now. It's scary but exciting. You'll be great at it. What if they don't like me? Then they have terrible taste. She's nervous the first week but comes home excited. They do like me. One of them brought me coffee and they laugh at my jokes. Watching her confidence grow is amazing. One Saturday in February, we're grocery shopping. Ruby has a very specific system for shopping. We start in produce, then dairy, then dry goods, then frozen, so the frozen stuff doesn't thaw. That's actually logical. I know, I explained it to you before. Why do stores not organize it this way? We're in the cereal aisle when she freezes. What's wrong? She's staring at someone. Follow her gaze. It's Jessica. Jessica sees us. Her expression hardens. Should we go to a different aisle? Ruby whispers. No, we're getting our groceries. We continue shopping. Jessica's in the same aisle grabbing cereal. Unavoidable encounter. Jessica. Anon. Awkward silence. Ruby gives a small wave. Hi. Jessica looks at her. Something crosses her face. I'm sorry. Did not expect that. What? I'm sorry for everything I did. It was wrong and cruel, and I'm seeing a therapist about it now. Ruby steps forward. That's really good. Therapy helps. I go to therapy too. Jessica seems surprised by Ruby's kindness. I lost my job, my reputation, my self-respect, all because I couldn't handle rejection. That sucks. I'm sorry that happened. Jessica almost smiles. You're nicer than I deserve. Everyone deserves kindness. They talk for a few minutes. I just watch in amazement. Ruby's genuinely trying to make Jessica feel better. We part ways. Jessica seems lighter somehow. That was weird, I say. She seems sad. I hope she's okay. You're incredible, you know that? I just think everyone's fighting battles we don't know about. Fall more in love with her, right there in the cereal aisle. March comes. We've been living together 4 months now. It's been surprisingly smooth. Few arguments about dishes. She leaves cabinet doors open. I leave lights on. Minor stuff. One evening I'm working late from home. Ruby's at work. She texts me around 9 p.m. Can you pick me up? Bus broke down. On my way. Drive to her building. She's waiting in the lobby. Gets in the car. Seems off. You okay? Yeah, just tired. Long day. She's quieter than usual on the drive home. We get home. She immediately goes to the bedroom. I follow. She's sitting on the bed crying. Ruby, what's wrong? Bad day. One of my staff quit and blamed me, said I was too controlling. She's sobbing now. I sit next to her, put my arm around her. I was just trying to help them do better. I made schedules and organized supplies and tried to make things efficient. That sounds helpful. But they said I was being bossy and treating them like children. She's spiraling. Maybe they weren't a good fit for the team. Or maybe I'm bad at being a supervisor. One person's opinion doesn't define your abilities. She leans into me, still crying. I just want people to like me. The other 2 people on your team like you, right? Yeah. Then you're doing fine. You can't please everyone. We sit there until she calms down. Sorry for being emotional. Never apologize for that. She falls asleep early, exhausted from crying. I order her favorite Thai food for tomorrow to cheer her up. April brings warmer weather. Ruby wants to go hiking. I want to find cool rocks. We go to a state park. She brings a backpack for rock collecting. Finds 12 different rocks. This one has quartz in it, and this one is granite, and this one I don't know, but it's pretty. She's covered in dirt, hair messy, completely happy. We sit at the top of a trail eating sandwiches. Thanks for doing this with me. Thanks for making me leave the house and exercise. She laughs. We should do this more often. Deal. Looking out at the view, Ruby leaning against me, I realize something. I want to marry this girl. Not now, too soon, but eventually. The thought doesn't scare me. May comes, work is crazy. Major product launch. I'm working 60-hour weeks. Barely see Ruby. Feel guilty about it. She leaves me encouraging notes around the apartment. You're doing amazing. I'm proud of you. Love, Ruby and Schrödinger. With little doodles of hearts and cats. One night I come home at 11 p.m. She's still awake. You didn't have to wait up. I wanted to. I missed you. We cuddle on the couch. I fall asleep there. Wake up covered with a blanket, Ruby's asleep next to me. June finally brings relief, product launches successfully. I get a huge bonus. Ruby, let's go on vacation. Really? Where? Anywhere you want. She thinks about it. Japan? That's ambitious. I've always wanted to go. We could visit Studio Ghibli Museum and all the arcades and temples. Her excitement is contagious. Let's do it. We book a 2-week trip for August. Ruby makes a 40-page itinerary. Day 1, we land and rest. Day 2, we go to Akihabara. Day 3 is Ghibli Museum. She has every day planned down to the hour. This is impressive. I know. I've been planning this in my head for years. July is preparation mode. Ruby learns basic Japanese phrases. Konnichiwa, arigatou gozaimasu, sumimasen. She's so proud of herself. Buys a new camera for the trip. I want to document everything. August arrives, we're on a plane to Tokyo. Ruby's nervous about flying. What if the plane crashes? Statistically, very unlikely. Statistics don't comfort me. She grips my hand during a takeoff, falls asleep on my shoulder an hour in. 14-hour flight, we arrive jet-lagged and disoriented. Hotel room is tiny, but clean. Ruby immediately crashes. Next morning, she's up at 6 a.m. ready to explore. Come on, we have so much to see. Coffee first. We get coffee from a vending machine. She's fascinated. They have hot and cold drinks in the same machine. That's genius. Takes a picture of the vending machine. Akihabara is sensory overload. Lights, sounds, people everywhere. Ruby's in heaven. Look at all the anime stores and game centers and maid cafes. She wants to go into every single store. Buys so much merch. I need this Totoro plushie. Oh, and the Sailor Moon figure. And these Pokemon cards. We have to fit this in our suitcase. We'll make it work. Day 3, Ghibli Museum. Ruby cries when we walk in. It's real. It's actually real. She takes 300 pictures, spends an hour in the gift shop. I want everything. Pick 3 things. She spends 45 minutes deciding. Rest of the trip is amazing. We visit temples, eat incredible food, get lost in Tokyo multiple times. Ruby makes friends with locals despite the language barrier. Her enthusiasm transcends words. Last day, we're at a park watching the sunset. This has been the best trip of my life. Mine too. Thank you for bringing me here. Thank you for being you. She looks at me. I love you. I know I haven't said it yet, but I do. I love you so much. I love you too, Ruby. We kiss as the sun sets over Tokyo. Fly home exhausted and happy. Back to reality, work, routines, but something's different. We're more solid now, more sure of each other. September comes, Ruby's birthday. She doesn't want a big party. Just us is perfect. I make her dinner, her favorite pasta dish. Get her a first edition Pokemon card she's wanted forever. How did you find this? This is so expensive. Don't worry about it. She cries happy tears. You're too good to me. Impossible. October arrives. We've been together a year now. Feels like longer in the best way. One evening we're playing video games. She pauses the game. Can I ask you something serious? Always. Do you see a future with me? Like long term? Ruby, I see everything with you. Like marriage and stuff? My heart speeds up. Yeah, like marriage and stuff. She smiles. Okay, good, because I do too. We go back to gaming, but I'm thinking about rings. November comes, I start planning. Look at rings online, no idea what she'd like. Ask her mom for advice. Ruby loves purple and anything sparkly. Find a perfect ring with a purple sapphire. Plan a proposal for Christmas. Going to do it at her parents' house in front of family. She'd like that, being surrounded by people she loves. December arrives, can barely contain my nerves. Ruby notices something's up. You're acting weird. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. You keep smiling at nothing. Just happy. Suspicious. Christmas Eve at her parents' house. Whole family gathered. After dinner, I ask for everyone's attention. Ruby looks confused. What's going on? I get down on one knee. Her hands go to her mouth. Ruby, a year and a half ago, you walked into my life talking about Studio Ghibli and collecting rocks, and I knew you were special. She's already crying. You've made every single day better. You've taught me to appreciate the small things, to be more open, to not take life so seriously. Everyone's watching. You're the most genuine, kind, passionate person I've ever met, and I want to spend the rest of my life learning from you. Pull out the ring. Will you marry me? She's nodding before I finish. Yes, obviously yes. Put the ring on her finger. She tackles me in a hug. Her whole family cheers. Her mom is crying. Her dad is smiling. Her brother yells, "Finally!" Ruby keeps looking at her ring. "It's purple. You got a purple one." "Your mom said you love purple." "I do. It's perfect. You're perfect." Rest of the night is celebration. Her relatives congratulate us. Her grandma tells embarrassing stories about Ruby as a kid. She used to organize her Halloween candy by color and size. "I still do that," Ruby admits. We leave late. Ruby won't stop staring at her ring. "I can't believe we're engaged." "Believe it. I'm going to be your wife. And I'm going to be your husband." She squeals with excitement. Back home, she immediately calls all her friends, posts pictures on social media. "Look at my ring. I'm engaged." Her joy is infectious. We stay up until 3 a.m. planning wedding ideas. "I want a small wedding, just close friends and family. Whatever you want. And I want a Totoro cake, obviously. And instead of a bouquet, I want to throw a plushie." "That's very you?" Fall asleep on the couch talking about the future. Wake up to Schrödinger sleeping on my face and Ruby drooling on my shoulder. Somehow this is perfect. Spend the next months planning. Ruby makes spreadsheets for everything. Color scheme is purple and silver, flowers are lavender and white roses, music is mix of classical and anime soundtracks. She's in her element. I handle the boring stuff like venue and catering. We decide on a small ceremony in May, about 50 people, mostly family and close friends. Marcus is my best man. "Dude, I'm honored. Also, I called it from day one." "You did not." "I totally did. I said Janitor girl was special." He's not wrong. Ruby's roommate from before is her maid of honor. They plan the bachelorette party. We're going to an arcade, and then karaoke, and then more arcade. Very on brand. My bachelor party is quieter. Just drinks with Marcus and a few work friends. "You sure about this?" Marcus asks. "More sure than I've ever been about anything. She's a good one, man. Don't mess it up." "I won't." May arrives faster than expected. Wedding day is beautiful. Outdoor venue with string lights. I'm standing at the altar, nervous as hell. Music starts. Ruby walks down the aisle with her dad. She's wearing a simple white dress with purple accents. Hair up, holding a Totoro plushie instead of flowers. She's gorgeous. Gets to the altar. Her dad hugs her. "Take care of each other." "We will," we say in unison. Ceremony is short and sweet. We wrote our own vows. Mine are about how she changed my life. Hers are about finding someone who accepts her completely. Everyone's crying. "I now pronounce you husband and wife." We kiss. Everyone cheers. Reception is perfect. First dance to Can't Help Falling in Love slowed down version. Ruby steps on my feet twice. "Sorry, I'm not good at dancing." "You're doing great." Speeches are hilarious and touching. Marcus tells embarrassing stories about me. Ruby's brother roasts her about her rock collection. She has 200 plus rocks now. They're taking over her side of the apartment. Everyone laughs. We cut the Totoro cake. It's perfect. "I can't believe we actually did this," Ruby says. "Did what?" "Got married, like we're actually married." We are. Honeymoon is a week in a cabin in the mountains. Ruby brings her Switch and half her rock collection. What if I find more rocks here? Then we'll bring them home. Spend the week hiking, gaming, and just being together. No work, no stress, just us. "This is perfect," she says one night. We're on the porch watching stars. "Yeah, it is. I'm really glad you stayed late at work that day we met." "Me too." "What if you hadn't? What if we never talked? Then I would have missed out on the best thing that ever happened to me." She leans her head on my shoulder. "Same." We sit in comfortable silence. Schrödinger meows from inside, probably knocked something over. "Our cat is chaos," Ruby says. "Our cat?" I repeat, liking how that sounds. Back home, married life is good. Ruby still works as shift supervisor, talks about maybe going back to school someday. "I think I'd like to study environmental science, learn more about rocks professionally." "You should do it." "Maybe. It's scary, though." "You can do scary things." She smiles. "I got another promotion at work, senior lead engineer now. Look at us being all successful and adult. We're basically functioning humans at this point." "Barely. You ate cereal for dinner twice this week." "You can't prove that." One evening about 6 months after the wedding, Ruby comes home from work early. I'm working from home. "You're home early." "Yeah, I need to tell you something." She sits down, looks nervous. "What's wrong?" "Nothing's wrong. Something's different, though." My mind races through possibilities. "I quit my job today." "What?" "I quit. I'm done cleaning." She's smiling, though, so this isn't bad news. I got accepted to community college. I'm going to study environmental science. Ruby, that's amazing. I start in January. I'm terrified but excited. I hug her. I'm so proud of you. I couldn't have done it without you. You always believed I could do more. You always could. You just needed to believe it too. She cries happy tears again. Seems like she's always crying happy tears around me. November comes, we're at the grocery store again. Same store where we ran into Jessica. Remember when we saw Jessica here? Ruby asks. Yeah. Wonder how she's doing. As if summoned, Jessica appears in the next aisle. She sees us, waves. Hey! We walk over. She looks different. Happier somehow. How are you guys? Good. We got married. Ruby shows her ring. Congratulations. That's wonderful. Seems genuine. I'm actually engaged too now. Met someone through my therapist's recommendation. We're getting married next year. That's great, Jessica. Yeah, therapy really helped. Realized I was looking for validation in all the wrong places. We chat for a few minutes. It's surprisingly pleasant. I'm really happy for you guys, Jessica says before leaving. And I'm sorry again for everything. You two are good together. Ruby waves as she leaves. Character development, Ruby says. What? Like an anime, when the antagonist gets a redemption arc. I laugh. You're not wrong. We finish shopping, head home. Life settles into a new rhythm. Ruby starts college in January. She's nervous but thriving. I love my geology class. We get to identify rocks. Living the dream. I really am. She makes friends with other students, some younger, some her age. There's this girl, Amy, who also loves Steven Universe. We're going to study together. Watching her confidence grow is incredible. She joins clubs, participates in class, even presents at a student conference about local mineral deposits. I was so nervous, but everyone liked my presentation. Of course they did. You know your stuff. March brings her first semester grades. Straight A's. I can't believe it. I've never gotten straight A's. We celebrate with her favorite Thai food and Mario Kart tournament. She still destroys me at Rainbow Road. How are you still better than me at this? Natural talent. April comes. She's talking about transferring to a university eventually. Maybe get a bachelor's degree, maybe even a master's. Whatever you want to do, I support you. You're not worried about money? College is expensive. We'll figure it out. Your education is worth it. She hugs me tight. I love you so much. Love you too. One Saturday in May, we're at that same park where I realized I wanted to marry her. Remember when we came here and I found all those rocks? She asks. Yeah, that was a good day. Every day with you is a good day. That's cheesy, but true. She laughs, holds my hand. We sit watching the sunset. You know what's funny? She says. What? If Jessica had just been normal, if she hadn't tried to sabotage me, we might have just stayed as friends who chatted in hallways. You think? Yeah, her getting me transferred forced us to be more intentional. We had to make an effort. So in a way, we should thank her. In a very weird way, yes, we both laugh. Life is strange, she says. It really is. But good strange, like finding a cool rock you weren't expecting. Did you just compare our relationship to finding a rock? Yes, you're my favorite rock. That's the most Ruby thing you've ever said. She grins. We stay until the stars come out, drive home holding hands. Schrodinger greets us at the door, immediately showing us his sock collection. He's been busy, Ruby observes. That night lying in bed, Ruby's already falling asleep. Hey, I whisper. Thanks for staying late at work that day. She smiles sleepily. Thanks for being someone worth staying late for. She's asleep within seconds. I lay there thinking about everything. How a random conversation about Studio Ghibli changed my entire life. How the girl everyone underestimated became the most important person in my world. How sometimes the best things come from the most unexpected places. My face when I married the janitor girl who collected rocks, and everyone thought I was crazy, but she turned out to be the best decision I ever made. That feeling when you realize that sometimes the person everyone overlooks is exactly the person you've been looking for your whole life.